very often we get confronted because of our history with the two words, cultural appropriation. That's a big one. Anything that existed in South Africa at the time that I was born, I'll claim as my own. Okay? And I refuse to give it up. I refuse to listen to anybody that talk shit about it.
Well, why should you surrender it? Because it is part of who you are.
100%.
Welcome to another episode of Pizza Sessions. I'm here with my trusty box of Banhoek chili oil goodies, and today we're at Kantien in Stellenbosch to talk to Bertus Basson. Bertus Basson is a chef among chefs, and we're going to talk to him about how he has taken pizza culture and made it his own. One of the things that I'm really keen to try is the Ouma pizza, where he puts soot, mustard and tongue on a pizza. That's really taking a culture and making it your own, so let's go have a look. We finally get to sit down, my bro. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Finally.
Yeah. So we're sitting in Kantien.
Yes.
It's one of your favorite shops, eh?
It is one of my. Look, it's less of a restaurant and more of a thing.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it's built in Stellenbosch next to Acre.
Yeah.
And we had this little space available, and about 2-3 years ago, I think I said to Marley, I want to do something else with the space. We got to a space, so what do we do? And Kantien was born. It's the only place where I can decorate it as I see fit. The rest my wife does.
Yeah.
So you come in here, there's a pig's head and there's skins and horns and motorbike stuff and whatever else. But Kantien is a little place that it's my little hangout where I like to spend time, and it's super simple. Loud music, lekker vibes, cold beer.
So why I wanted to include Kantien in Pizza Sessions is, we're doing this, we're talking about pizza culture, right?
Yeah.
And you have a very distinct habit of taking culture and playing with it. Here, you're playing with your kind of obsession with motorcycle, Land Rovers, music, the people that you really love, right?
And dive dining.
Because
that's the thing.
Okay, so how do you fit pizza into that?
We put stuff on the menu that we want to eat.
Yeah, that's the thing. And one of them's pizza.
You want to come and eat. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
So you decide when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I really want to eat something.
Are you doing Ouma as well?
We can.
Please do one. I bragged
a lot
about
of
it. Thanks.
pizzas, eh?
We'll do another one.
Damn it.
So we've got fab, so feta, avo, bacon, a little bit of pickled jalapeno, classic margarita, and then this is our take on a Regina. So it's braised gammon, a little bit of mushroom, cooked mushroom, fresh mushroom, truffle oil, molten salt, and a little bit of infused olive oil.
Wow.
So all the favorites, but just done with a little bit of a touch. Okay,
and we're talking to this guy about that little touch right now.
Yes.
So that's the thing, is that touch that you bring to it, okay? And when I've been speaking to some of the Italians that have been on the show about the pizza, the common kind of thread is that there are some classics, but then they always go somewhere else with it. And if you move away from Napoli, the pizza, like in 40 Ks, it'll change. 50 Ks, it'll be different again. 100 Ks away, it'll be like, is this the same thing? You're doing something totally different with that. We've got these classics here.
Yeah.
Talk to me about...
So look, Kantien we do stuff that we love eating. That's the reality. So, Russell, a big example is always in the middle of COVID. Nobody phoned me and said, oh, I miss a fancy restaurant so much. I want to come eat at Acre.
Yeah.
People phoned me and said, when's the Fried Burger opening up? we miss that sort of stuff. And here we only do stuff that people like to eat. We do a good plunky vleis, a steak. We do great pizzas. But everything gets a bit of focus. We do great fish and chips. But it's the stuff that we as South Africans love eating.
Eating.
It's fresh and new, but there's no pretense here. And that's the thing that we love. And a big focus still goes into ingredients, obviously. So if we do any charcuterie here, it's Richard Bosman.
It's the best.
The cheese of mozzarella is Puglia.
Okay, from Davide or Studi.
Yeah. So because it's the best pizza cheese in South Africa.
And if you put on chili oil, it's Banhoek chili.
Exactly. So you can have a pizza.
Yeah.
And it's not a chain pizza joint. So we don't have to drive prices down and find the cheapest shit to put onto what, we can really invest in finding great ingredients.
Yes.
And that's what this is about. So yes, it's pizza, but it's also pizza from a South African perspective.
Yes.
So I think my first encounter with pizza was when we holidayed in Cape Town, a little pizza joint in Greenpoint when I was probably about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then the obsession starts with because what this really is this is bread and melted cheese.
Yeah. Bread and cheese, yeah.
And then the obsession starts with bread and melted cheese. And I've never met anybody who doesn't love eating great pizza. It's a thing.
Great toasted sandwiches.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we've got a few interesting things, but I had a friend one day. I mean, the pizzas used to be quite very interesting. And then a friend said to me one day, "But don't you want to put something normal on?" I was like, "Normal? That's interesting."
Yeah.
And then I looked at the list and I said to myself, sure, if I came with my kids, they would probably eat none of these things because they're all a little bit out there.
Yeah.
So then this was born because this is just bacon, avo, feta, but we cook it on gammon, it's good feta, it's fresh avo, and it's also good dough. And
also I see that you do a classico, like it's not that big bready Neapolitan.
No. We want puffy and crispy.
Yeah.
So this is sort of something that normal South Africans would eat and go, holy shit, this is delicious. It's better quality than the takeaway joint.
Yeah.
It's better cheese, it's better bread, it's better passata, better everything. It's better quality, but it's flippin' delicious. And I recognize this thing. Yeah. And so the big thing for us is dough. So we want crispy and puffy.
Yes.
And
yes.
And that's always been our mission. So we use Caputo. We started with local double O, but we found it quite inconsistent.
Okay.
And the Caputo has been very, very consistent.
So that's the thing, because when you open that bag, it's the same every time. 100%. The freshness is there.
And then we do anything from 48 to 72 hours ferment.
Yeah.
Which gives us where we are. And then Zizi that makes pizzas here, she's incredible. So she gets it. She understands if you overstretch, you won't get the puff. If you push all the life out of the pizza, it won't work.
It won't.
So to get a pizza to react like this, that's exactly what we want.
I mean, having gone through all the different pizza places, I'm also seeing the marks of absolutely perfect pizza. The burnt bubble.
Yes.
Each of these pizzas has a burnt bubble. It has the leopard spots.
Yeah.
The difference is that there's a generosity of topping.
Yes.
Because South Africans like a loaded pizza, right? Yeah, absolutely.
So I think our culture with pizza in South Africa is also interesting. So as South Africans, pizza for us is very much we'll go for dinner and have pizza with your family.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Let's go out for pizza tonight with friends and family. Let's drink lots of wine. In the winter, there's always like a pizza and red wine thing for some reason.
It is a thing, yeah.
And also, our understanding has changed. So when we started eating pizzas in South Africa, they were thin. And then people went to the thin and crispy phase.
Yes.
Which I never really enjoyed because it just wasn't
there. I have to say, I went through the phase and loved the thin, crispy pizza for a bit,
And now people are understanding, because people have become better cooks in general. They're understanding what happens with better flour, better fermentation, hotter ovens, like those sort of things. And the pizza culture has become much better, I think, than what it was.
People understand what is sourdough. And are you using a sourdough or a yeast?
We do both. So we do yeast, but we add sourdough back into it. It just gives you flavor and a bit more oven spring, which is really important, and that's it. And we age it. We also, if we've ever got any dough left over, it goes back into sourdough again.
That you can cycle the sourdough through. Yeah,
it's like continues. Yeah, so it's a thing, and we've learned a lot. So when we started, even from shaping pizza, that was a trial.
Yeah.
And we made so many mistakes. And then even getting it onto the paddles, because I'm not a natural pizza maker, it's not my vocation.
Being a pizzaiola is a different thing. You're a chef, not a pizzaiola. Yeah.
But I love this process. We loved learning. So each of us, and myself, Michael, Zizi, a lot of our chefs all learned how to swing a pizza paddle, exactly where to put it in the oven, when to do the first turn, like those exactly how many pies can fit in the oven at the same time, like those sort of things. That's all been learning.
Yeah.
And you've got to give yourself time, because it's not easy.
Let me ask you this about your toppings, because these are fairly classics. I mean, you're getting a bacon avo feta. You're getting a margarita everywhere. But you've got some stuff on the menu. It's a little bit kind of out there, right? Talk to me about that.
So one of them is called the Ouma, which is a pickled ox tongue and mustard pizza. And
say it again.
Pickled ox tongue.
Pickled ox
with sweet mustard. And
come on.
And it's so essentially it's just a ham pizza. We just replaced the ox tongue out of the ham with ox tongue, and then obviously sweet mustard is such a South African thing.
Yes, totally. Yeah,
so,
like slappak kies.
100%. So that's the vibe, and it happens to be my daughter's favorite. So when we took it off the menu once, and Elizabeth was livid for us. She was like, "Where's my tongue pizza? I want it back."
And she's dangerous. She's dangerous with a knife in her hand.
So, I mean, that sort of stuff also appeals to us. The fact that you can. That we can do that, and in my mind, that is such a South African thing. Tongue and mustard. Obviously, we got it from the English, and we South Africanized it, adding sugar to the shit and whatever else, and we did it live, like add vinegar and sugar, make it delicious, and then it becomes ours. And it's a flavor that we all grew up with, that we understand as South Africans. But it is what it is, and like those sort of things I really enjoy doing. There's also, it might not be on the menu today, but it's also game pizza that comes up because I hunt a lot.
You hunt, yes.
So the game meat, we braise game, and we do like pulled kudu or whatever on pizza. Like, there's a space for that.
It's so interesting building our culture, your culture, Afrikaans culture back into something that's so Italian. And it looks Italian. It looks like an Italian pizza, and yet there are some subtleties that you've altered.
The extra one, this is
the Ouma.
The Ouma, Elizabeth's favorite.
Elizabeth's favorite. Why don't you just call it Elizabeth's favorite? That looks fantastic. Talk to me about that.
So let's get like stapaksinkies. Ox tongue, a little bit of baby onions, sweet mustard, cheese, obviously passata, and then the green is a little bit of nasturtium, nasturtium paste.
Nasturtium paste.
Yeah, and the crust is important.
The crust is important, and I was just going to say before we saw that guy arrive, the lightness of the crust.
That bit there, that's my jam. If you can get crust to be
puffy like that. And a very, very airy, right? How long from the moment of, thanks, chef, from the moment of conception did it take you to get the dough right?
It probably took us a good 6 months.
Okay.
To get to a point where you said, okay, now the dough is acceptable, and like it's more consistent. It's it's working easier, stretching easier, like those sort of things. So that's what so it takes time. Everything must take time, but it's also nice to be in a position where you can say, we've got something and it's good, but it's not right yet.
Yeah, okay.
And then you need to always work on the things that you do.
That is the perfect bubble. Let's hold that up to the camera, and if the camera just gets out of the natural light, look at that. Oh, my hat. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna come back to this guy, but I really want to taste it hot.
It's so good. There's a reason it's Elizabeth's favorite.
Because of the sweetness. Now, wow. Now I'm tasting the nasturtium. God, that's good. This is fantastic.
No, it's It's taking something that is so South African and pizzafying it. It's like, well, there we go. See, it's a thing in South Africa, I think, Russell, when very often we get confronted because of our history. With the two words, cultural appropriation. That's a big one. And then I listen to it and I think to myself, but I'm really an appropriation. So it's difficult for you to explain where I'm from because I don't know myself. And anything that existed in South Africa at the time that I was born, I'll claim as my own. Okay? So if it's peri-peri, I mean, we all grew up eating peri-peri.
We all did,
I'm not Portuguese or Angolan or Mozambican, but it exists in my world. If it's a samosa, I'm sure I'm a little bit Indian, to be honest with you. Must be.
I love a samosa. I grew up in Durban.
But Indian cuisine feels like it's a part of who we are. Spice cooking is a part of who we are. And it's like those sort of things are South African. So when people say things like that, I become a little bit like, I glaze over a bit because I don't understand. Because the reality is that all those sort of things are already part of our culture. And it's who we are. And I refuse to give it up. I refuse to listen to anybody that talk shit about it.
Well, why should you surrender it? Because it is part of who you are.
100%. In my mind, it's all the same. It's all the same pool that we're dipping our toes into, and that we get to enjoy. And it might not be culturally yours, but I grew up eating as much maize meal as the next South African.
Yes, exactly.
And I think pub belongs to all South Africans, and it's in its own way. Our relationship with meat belongs to everybody.
Well, so does pizza.
Yeah.
Because pizza's been around in one form or another since I was born. Just as you say, it's not appropriation because it's around you. And I remember we spoke once, and you said this thing which has really stuck with me. And in a way, it's why I wanted to talk to you about this kind of culture of pizza, right? Is that you said that Rajah curry powder. There's a box in a pantry or in the kitchen nook of every household from Khayelitsha to Constantia. Everyone knows that flavor. Everyone uses that flavor, and it's the same. Everyone eats pizza. There's a gathering thing about it.
And the beautiful thing about Rajah curry powder is that not one of those ingredients in that curry powder originally came from South Africa. That whole box is an import.
Yeah.
Everything. The masala, everything. The turmeric, the masala, all the spices, none of them come from South Africa, or used to. And the same with this.
Where's that bacon from?
It's gammon.
It's gammon. Oh my God, it's good. See, that's the thing. It's the quality of the toppings, and that as you said, you're just like making pizzas people will love, but putting really good stuff on it.
Sure. And what I love about eating good pizza, and there's places like when I go to Pizza Shed and like really good pizza joints, I can eat a whole pizza and not feel heavy. I've eaten enough. I'm like, oh, this is delicious, and I leave there, and it's not like it's stuck in your gut for like a day. You just feel quite light. And I think I've gotten to a point where I'm a little bit of a pizza snob. Where I'd say like I don't want to spend my good heartbeats on pizza that's not delicious.
That's not delicious. Well, listen, this South African has really enjoyed all of these pizzas, my bro, and all of them. Like as I say, I wouldn't go with the chili oil on the tongue and mustard. Because that has to be tasted on its own. But each of these has been fantastic.
But as the cameras go off, I promise you, and I'll tell you guys later on fucking social media, because Russell's going to probably try these on his own. I'll let you know. Probably. So, can we box them for you?
No. I need to leave some for my little girl as well, I mean, I've had quite enough here. Thank you very much. This is more pizza than I've eaten in any of the other shows. But you should see me eat a burger.
Oh, there we go. Like a...
Welcome to another episode of Pizza Shed. Pizza culture and how you take a cuisine and make it your own. And I haven't mentioned these guys. Fuck.